We're gonna let's see. We're gonna go live here. We're gonna get some the play button going here for my friends, the Dumpster Dorks here, and we're gonna start it off with some warp sounds because we always start off with some warp sounds. It's the NFTs. You got to use them for what they're worth, and this one is worth some tunage. So here we go. Hello. Welcome all my aliens, apes, and zombies. We got Polly down there, and we got a bunch of the crew, the dorks from the Dumpster Dorks here today, and back at it again. They were on chiming it up on our Monster Mondays because they got some minting going on today and some public mint going on tomorrow. And we just want to get out there and get on the airwaves here so everyone's in the know of what's happening with our Dumpster Dorks. And we're going to have pull up a couple other ones. We got V1deoKilled and also Maple, all from the crew here, full support, talking to us about what's going on in the Dumpster Dorks because we're going to be having a live minting tomorrow morning for the public. Live minting tomorrow morning for the public. Let's quick do a mic check and make sure that we got our dorks involved in on the action. Polly, you there? Mic check.
Hey, mic check.
We got Polly and then V1deoKilled. How we doing?
Pretty good. Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm doing great. You know, we had a chance to talk with Polly, one of the artists within the Dumpster Dorks, on our Monster Monday show. V1deoKilled, how about you introduce yourself? Tell us how you work into this Dumpster Dork crew.
Yes. So I am V1deoKilled. I am 1/5 of the founders of Dumpster Dorks, and I am the creative director. So I handle all the brand curation, all the motion graphics and promo graphics, and also assist with the business development.
Biz dev, you're on the biz dev side of things, and you're lining it up, and you lined it up majorly. NFT NYC. You guys had some major displays there. You know, one of which is the indoor display with the, I don't even know if it's digital projection that they made within everything when you walked in and around NFT NYC within the Marriott. And man, mad props to that. That was pretty awesome.
I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was 9 billboards overall, not including the Marriott. We kind of got that one worked in at the very end, but we got really good reception from all of them. But yeah, 9 billboards. I think overall it was about 30 displays, since several of them were made up of clusters of billboards. But yeah, I mean, it was an incredible experience to be able to see Polly's art up on the big screens in Times Square, a place I've visited many times before. It was an incredibly surreal experience, but I'm really happy to hear you say that. We've gotten a lot of great feedback from those.
If you look up at the pinned tweet, I just put it up there. It is, you know, Polly, your work dorking out in Times Square. Tell us a little bit about that, Polly, like seeing your work and the community in Times Square. You know, I mean, one of the probably premier places to advertise in the entire globe, planets, anywhere that all of us have been.
Yeah, it's amazing. You always see Times Square during New Year's Eve and everything, and it just seems like such an epic event. So, and it was an epic event to be able to see that, and just I feel like such a I feel so grateful to be able to be a part of all of this and be in the Web3 space, and to be able to show my art to more people and be able to just be inspired and also inspire other people. So it's just amazing, and it feels like a dream come true, and maybe the start of something amazing, and we'll continue to keep going with it.
Oh, my friend, you are not dreaming. I was there. I was actually right next side of you when we had at the speakers dinner. If you look up at the pinned tweets, we are actually streaming this live video as well on not only my website that you can just watch as well, but you can go on Dumpster Dorks, and this is streaming live action. We have a bunch of people on there. Hizzy, thanks for chiming in and listening and watching. Metabirth as well. And then we got a couple dozen actually watching the live stream as well. I'm not saying I want people to log off Spaces audio here, but we do a Spaces video here. And I know this team, I was able to meet you guys in person. Tommy Toast, how are you? Do a mic check with Tommy Toast here, just tuning in from the crew.
Hello.
And there we go, Tommy Toast.
What's going on?
We're doing awesome, man. We're doing great. Tell us a little bit about your aspects to this awesome crew of Dumpster Dorks.
Woo. Okay, yeah, absolutely. This is amazing experience for sure. The whole minting process. Oh my gosh, it's so flawless, it's so beautiful. No, it's really very mind-boggling of what every project has to go through in order for it to be completely flawless, right? To be completely great. And it's just, there's just so much happening. I mean, there's things can come out of the ordinary, and like, where did that come from? But my experience, I guess, from the beginning was just like anybody, we saw a great when I was kind of going through another Discord, we saw this minting really well, and then minting out, and then just I kept buying at the floor. I think I saw them and I was like, man, this reminds me a lot of Garbage Pail Kids. Like, it hit home from the 80s and 90s. I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for in a project. And at the time, I was just a flipper, right? I was just making my money and moving to the next project, making my money, moving to the next project. But then when I got into the Discord and started meeting the community and the founders and really experiencing Web3 and take my time, right? And not just move on to the next project, like, and it just kind of reminded me, kind of like opening up those, Pokemon cards back then, in an experience of getting, a Charizard or a Blastoise Hollow, and you can trade them and stuff. And that's what I felt like whenever I was going with the Dorks. And I'm like, yeah, why do I want to leave this project? Like, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stop doing that game because I felt like I wasn't contributing much, right, to any project. I felt like I kept it felt like it was more destroying than bringing the Web3 experience to everybody. And that's what I wanted to move away from. And I was like, okay, this is not, I don't want to be, there's nothing wrong with making money. Absolutely. But there comes a time where you have to, if you want the Web3 to survive, you kind of have to evolve it, right? Because if you don't, then you're going to be left without anything. So that's when I switched my mindset of contributing. And then I was contributing, putting a bunch of support questions and helping people through the channel on where things are, how to get to things. And then the leadership, the founders were very, very receptive to all of our input. They said, we hear you, we see you, let's do this, let's do that. They actually implemented stuff even through their busy schedule. And I was like, okay, this is somebody I possibly would like to work with. I mean, but I don't, so they gave me that chance, right? And so I think the community said, hey, let's get Tommy, to mod for us. And the founders all agreed, and that's how I was able to get on board to the team. But then whenever that happened, I started doing like 100% even more. So I was like, okay, cool. It's really coming to, it's bringing this whole different experience to life again. And so that's what I did. I kept doing more and more things for the community. And then I was able to actually become a community manager by showing that I can do this. And this is, this is something I've done before also in my career. So it was kind of, it felt like a match made in heaven in a way, like bringing all my ideas together and working it out with the team in Web3.
And I love just, well, one, it sounded like through all that, it sounded like you found your community, because same way, like people are flippers. Yeah. I mean, flipping's a big part of the NFT space, kind of keeps people going. Then you found your home, your community as being a team member. I'm looking at the Discord right now and the strength of the team member, where the team members right now, Maple Syrup is right in front of us. V1deoKilled is right in front of us. I know that, OctopusCuddles wants to be next to us, but they're dev working hard right now with all that. I'm going to bring in Maple Syrup, because, you know, you are kind of the one that's leading the cause, creating this community here, and, you know, finding great community members, not only to be a part of it, but like be part of the team, like as you have as one of your moderators right there, your team players right there.
Totally.
Why don't we talk a little bit of team and the makeup of the team? Because a lot of them are working hard.
Yeah.
It's mint day for you guys. I get to sit back and watch everything happen. And you guys are probably like, you know, the ones behind the curtain pulling the levers here.
Yes. So we have a very talented team. All of our members, including the founders, yes, and including our mods. Everybody has just a wealth of experience, both personally and professionally, that they're bringing to the project. So it's been really fun just putting everything together, and it's been.
We're gonna do a mic check 1, 2. What is this? And Mike just cut out right there. And I know that they have been working hard in the arena and out. They're all like at a home base. So they're in different rooms of wherever their home base may be. So they aren't getting the echo. And one, I appreciate them hopping on, because they're like in the middle of like getting the website, minting, all this awesome stuff within it, getting the whitelist people catered to. And, you know, it's just a big tassel hats off. I get to come in during these mintings when people are minting, and kind of see them when they have a lot on their plate. And you know, the minting process for them, as they had the private mint going, do their public minting tomorrow morning. Polly, do you want to talk about that until we get Maple back? Maple, we lost your mic there. I see we have a bad connection. I can actually see the connection capability connecting there. Or V1deoKilled, you got me at all?
I do. Yeah. I was trying to help Maple real quick, but I'm here as well.
Oh, cool. I know that she cut off. I know you guys are all just one strong team at a centralized location for the most part. Let's see if we can get her back in. She logged out, back in, and volume check. Maple, how are we doing? So,
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we got you now. We got you.
You're back.
Good, great. I am so sorry, guys. Okay, well, I'm here now, but slot me in for the next round of questions.
Beautiful. You know, we were talking about, you know, just the flexibility of your crew, and then your guys' ability to, you know, be able to, one, come on right now and communicate live action with your NFT members and your holders here. So tomorrow morning will be the live minting for Series 2 for the public. We are kind of seeing some metadata slipping out from the people who are on the whitelist that got some mints prior earlier today for DumpsterDorks. So how about, you know, the latest and greatest information for what's happening now in the minting of Series 2 DumpsterDorks?
Well, we've got a lot going on. Video, you want to take that?
Yeah, I mean, I can talk to him a little bit about that. So yeah, we're obviously minting our second series. Our first series was 5K. This is going to be 7.5 thousand NFTs. Yeah, we're really trying to implement a lot of the suggestions that our community members had with Series 1. So to going back to the billboards, something they wanted was advertising and more marketing. So we tried to advertise and market at the best place possible, which is NFT NYC conference. So another big request we had was utility. So going into Series 2, we've created a slime ball. So all the first gen holders can actually claim slime balls. So we have 5,000 slime balls that are out there. which you can also buy off secondary. And there's 4 ways to actually use those slime balls. And most of those paths require you to hold a Series 1 and a Series 2 dork, as well as a slime ball to burn to actually use that utility. So the first one of the first paths is the Dorklings collection. So we have obviously our main dumpster dorks in our NFTs, but we also have these small characters that Poly's worked into the backgrounds of all of the traits, or not all of the traits, but a portion of the traits. So they're basically these miniature size dorks that we call dorklings that kind of hang out like behind the shoulder of a dork, or they're peeking around the leg of a dork. So we're going to do an entire collection and an entire merch line based on those dorklings. And it's going to be a small collection. It's going to be a 2,000 unit collection that we'll be releasing sometime later this year. The other 2 options, we have an Elite Dork Pass, which will give you access to special raffles, whitelists, giveaway, special sections of the merch. We also have another path that's called the Dorkomatic, which is my most exciting, which I think is the most exciting path to take or to use your slime ball with. But what that actually allows you to do is it allows you to mash up 1 Series 1 dork and 1 Series 2 dork in our Dorkomatic machine. So you can switch and match different traits from those 2 collections, and it will actually mint out a new dork. We're not burning any dorks. This will be on a separate contract. But what's really interesting is we have like our normal rarity that obviously our collection yielded through random generation, but we also have kind of some gamification that we've added to our dorks, and most of our community, all of our community members understand this. But to give a brief overview on it, a lot of our collection is made up of match sets. So we have random traits, but we also have, like for instance, in Series 1, we have 20 match sets. And so those are dorks that are made up of 6 different parts that all form one whole dork that has like a specific theme, a specific aesthetic. So one of those would be like the incubator, which is made up, it's actually, I think it's dork number 000 in the Series 1 collection, but it's actually made up of a bunch of incubator tanks that have aliens in it. So if you were to roll like with your dork, if you were to mint and you were to receive 2 of those traits in your dork, that would be called a duo. If you were to receive 3 of those traits, it would be called a trio. And that adds to the rarity that we've kind of established within the DumpsterDorks universe. What's really cool about the Dorkomatic machine is there's certain traits that we've hidden in Series 1 and Series 2 that can only be paired when you mash them together in Series 3 to actually get those paired sets. So for instance, we have like a left chainsaw arm in Series 1 and the right chainsaw arm is in Series 2. And the only way to pair those together to get a more rare dork is by putting them in the Dorkomatic, mashing them together, and ending up with that duo of chainsaw arms. And then the fourth path.
Early chainsaw arms, I love it because it's like the DNA between of them get intermingled, and you took the forward up to limbs are appropriate, body parts are appropriate or separate or whatever. So then, so they do mash together. That's excellent.
Yeah, it's been, we started February of last year. So we actually started really early and we didn't mint until early February of this year. So, the art, the concept, everything took, a whole year to develop. So there's been a lot of planning behind the scenes. Our first collection had 700 traits and our newest collection has 900 traits, which is, exponentially larger than many of the series that are being minted these days. But we really also want to enter other markets and start new verticals within our own business, including, possibly physical collectible games and figurines, as well as digital games. So we're trying to establish some gamification before we start to enter those other markets that will translate easily, into a digital game. So yeah, that was 3 paths that I mentioned. The last path, which is the 4th path, is actually a raffle for an honorary collection. Jimmy, Eth, and Vicky JETH are both the only honorary dorks that we have right now. But you can also enter your slime ball into a raffle where Polygav will actually design you as a dork, and it will go into a very small, very exclusive collection of customized dorks. So yeah, that's our main utility that we have going into Series 2. I know that's a mouthful. We actually have a Medium article fully explaining all the details on that on the DumpsterDorks Medium profile for anyone listening that wants to go and check it out and read more. And obviously, we can answer any questions about it in our Discord server.
There's Vicky right there for watching live. There's Vicky. You guys hanging out with Vicky. And then also, if you go to bio, in the bio link has their link tree, which right now I'm looking at their merch store. But then also in that outside of the merch store is their Medium page that you were just talking about. So if you need a good read, an excellent read, posted 4 days ago, another one on June 10th. So, about 2 weeks ago, it talks about the slime balls in one, and then also talks the minting for Series 2, which was just released a couple days ago. So right on point. All the information there again at DumpsterDorks. Just go right up to the top where you have the link tree. You also have the website, their .com, and then their link tree as well, which is pretty awesome. So tomorrow morning, public minting, is that what the word on the street is?
Correct. Yeah. So we were going to start a little earlier this evening, but obviously we had a couple hiccups in the website. So we went ahead and extended pre-sale until tomorrow morning at, I think, is it 10 a.m. Maple? Is that what we decided on?
Yes. Yeah.
10 a.m. Yeah. And then we'll
Eastern, I believe.
Correct. Yes. 10 a.m. Eastern. And then, we'll proceed into public minting.
And Tommy Toast, is there any specific attributes that you're maybe looking forward to coming out during when these things are getting revealed? I know some of them are slowly getting revealed. Any old attributes, any new attributes that you're really eyeing?
Wow. So that's there's so many attributes I really like. So I'm always going to be biased against my double soda hands because I just love them. They're really cool in detail, the orange and the purple and all the details that are coming out of them, the eyeballs to that. And then, so I always look for them. Copperbot is one of my favorite from the old. Now, this new collection, man, there's a lot of really good ones that really speak to me, right? The first one and the foremost, I really loved the, this was actually really cool too. This one is like, that is really cool. This unibody right here is going to be the rock and roll dork. So he's the guy that has a bunch of, he has an amp as a face. I mean, even these fingers, like if I could score that is amazing. Like it brings back so many old.
We all played with those finger puppets. If you're in the proper age and demographic for going to birthday parties in the 80s, we had those little finger puppets.
Exactly. And I had some of them. So that just brought back so many of that old feeling and memories. Like, oh, I remember having so many of those. I would always play with them both hands. And so that kind of like, okay, I really got to have that one. And I'm a musician myself, so I'm so super biased to tube amp because I have a tube amp and guitars and electric guitars and violins and cellos. So, and the hamburger's pretty cool too. I really like the burger face. But yeah, I think that one, if I can score that one and a burger, I think I'll be really in a good spot. If not, I'm gonna definitely seek them out. And also the whatchamacallit, the finger puppet. So that's the new ones that I'm really looking forward to. And I'm barely scratching the surface of so many different variations of the dorks. So everything is really unique. I've been looking at all the dorks that have been revealed so far, and they're really different. Like you feel like they're all personal in its own personal way. Like none of them feel like they are the same because the parts are so different from one another. So I'm super excited, and a lot of people are really starting to get their reveals in, and they're looking forward to what they're having for sure.
I know Polly put in some work behind it, but then it's just kind of the love for it. Once you get going, you kind of just, as we all know in this NFT space, you kind of go down that wormhole, that rabbit hole a little bit, and before you know it, it's like 3 days later. So it's probably his creative mind just, brain spewing what he saw and grew up with, in his journeys of being an artist.
100%. Like he actually told me I was going to I did one of Polly's drawings, and we were drawing a dork together, and he was kind of showing how he's doing stuff, and I think he was making a satellite head hat, and then I gave him, hey, why don't you throw some like space charms on that? And it was just that collaboration. It was really cool. It came out really good. And he told me a little story about like his mom always kind of felt like the designs that he was coming up with as he was growing up had very Tim Burton-esque to it. So I think he told me something about like his mom called him Tim Burton every so often. I can't, probably would have to kind of obviously tell him that story, but that kind of stuck. I was like, yes, I can totally see it.
Well, when you're talking about before the chainsaw hand, I was thinking of Edward Scissors hands, and I was trying to spit out Charles because it's going to be hard to do your hair with 2 chainsaws for a hand.
Yeah,
Yes.
My mom's my biggest fan, I think. So, yeah.
Nothing
Yeah,
wrong.
I'm really excited about seeing all the parts come together in unique ways. Like VideoKilled was saying, we have cohesive character designs for 69 match sets or complete sets, I think. And then to see them all thrown together in a generator, almost like those little egg machines, like coin-op machines that you could get, and you see what little thing you get or whatever, like little blind boxes. They come together in really fun ways and very dumpsterish. So that's a part of the brand that like VideoKilled is set up, and that was his idea, to have all these like parts thrown together. It just felt natural to be able to design cohesive characters within the theme of the dumpsters, and then it's really fun. I think I am excited about the Dorkomatic to be able to see, like in the first collection we have sets that we didn't have hats matching, and now they match in the second collection, which is really fun. So there will be some things to look forward to in the second collection that can match up in the Dorkomatic for the first collection. And it really feels like one cohesive thing to like the first collection and the second collection together. So, and I think they're going to grow in value around in the same way, which is really fun and interesting in the space. Yeah, he was talking about like match set, like, so I'm really excited about the unibodies too. So if you find a unibody, those are pretty sought after usually, and they count as a duo, even though it's like one thing, but it looks like the arcade is made up of a head and a body, but it's like one solid piece. So those are pretty exciting. And if you get so you could get like a poker hand almost, like, so that counts as 2, like a match of 2. And I think it's a really interesting rarity system that OctopusCuddles set up. So you could get 2 with that, and then you could get something else like Dorklings, like you could have 4 Dorklings, so you get, or like 3 Dorklings, like arms and legs or a body, and match that with the duo. So that would be a trio duo. So it's kind of like a poker hand. So the higher hands you get, the more rare it is, which is pretty fun and interesting. And I think it's pretty unique in the space too.
It's showing through your attribute class, showing the rarities within it, and that's really cool. I mean, I first saw that and established that with CryptoPunks. I didn't establish anything with CryptoPunks, but first saw that one. CryptoPunks established it within what they wanted to show people as far as rarities, but not the combination of adding up the rarities. Like, how does that look? How does it look having more traits or less traits in some capacities? Like we see with CryptoPunks having a 7 trait, with Danny Seed Phrase being compared to, one of the rarest NFTs that are out there. So it is cool having that in there. And it does add to the collectability of it, which is a huge part of the NFT space, because there are tons of collectors out there. If they're collecting chainsaws, if they're collecting whatever it may be, they can find that within the metadata, whatever, tickles their fancy.
Yeah, definitely. That's amazing. Like the whole metadata system is really interesting, and all these collections coming out. So it's fun to kind of maybe stretch it a little bit and see what we could do, experiment with it. And it's been fun. It's actually interesting right now. As the reveals are coming through, you can see the metadata even if it's not revealed yet, and you can see if you have matches on in the metadata on OpenSea or wherever you're looking at it.
Yeah, because they do that. Like what got claimed, how many of what one of ones or what. Yeah, that's all really interesting stuff for sure to dig through that. I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time because I know that you guys are this is like these are the hours of minting that you guys are being divided between getting stuff done in the Discord, hitting up the updates on the website, getting around to your other social media norms. At DumpsterDorks, we'll be tuning in tomorrow morning. I'll be watching what's happening while I'm working. Don't tell work that, but seeing how these dorks are being released out of the dumpsters for everyone.
Nice.
Because we are seeing, we're seeing the new dorks float in here. So if you have any new ones, if you had the ones in there, and then some of them floating, but like right here is the first one, Dorkling Farm, the staff of Skewer. He's got a great psychedelic. Annie
I love the names.
Yep.
Oh, the Pidgey. That's one of my favorite traits. Well, you guys will see what that is tomorrow. It's pretty sweet.
A Pidgey.
Oh, I want to see it now. Like mine is still loading. I don't know. I'm so excited to look at my dorks. I'm just like waiting for it to reveal, and still yeah. So it should be really cool once they start revealing.
And then
the
you got
anticipation.
the right leg and the left leg. Fully unique too. So you get to see the matches that are in there. And that's 99% of the fun for me is like almost unwrapping that Christmas present and shaking the box before it is unveiled.
Totally.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And the good things happen to the ones who wait. So if you haven't gotten the metadata released yet, just be patient. This days does move fast, but sometimes you just got to sit back, relax, and enjoy the process of all this. And I enjoy having you and your team on, the members that I met on Monster Monday, and even the new ones from, Tommy Toast. Because it does take strong mods to keep this community going live and proud. If you go into their bio, you can get linked into their Discord, what I'm looking at right now. Very active Discord as well. You have all the founders right here active. You have that founders active on this live stream. You have the founders active live at NFT NYC. Business dev out here, pushing the space as well.
Also,
Tommy killed. Anything else for the good of the order?
Yeah, one second. I think you're on the market chat. You should be on the community chat, so it's okay.
Market
chat
is chat.
The dork chat.
Go to dork chat.
Dork chat is where it works.
I was in the wrong.
Yeah, that's okay. I just want to let you know because that's where people try to haggle each other and trade and the Pokemon thing I was talking about. That's what
oh my gosh.
For.
Our community has such a good sense of humor. You'll be really entertained, Novo. It's really fun.
Yeah, they're hilarious. We all really kind of try to outgift each other, and there's some really fun people in there.
Not from other dorks and the dumpster dorks and what we've grown up with. Never. I would never imagine.
We're talking about loving being in Web3 and also trying to get our kids to sleep. So
mm-hmm.
The reason we want to get our kids to sleep so we can degen more and with our friends. And I'm glad that you found this nice community there, Tommy, and I'm glad that you're helping support it and drive it as well. It is a strong community, and we saw the love that you guys have received at NFT NYC, the minting here. So still got time. We're minting tomorrow morning, 9 Central Eastern. They're available. I mean, you guys have been very open and welcome to hop on the live stream to provide content for everyone and get the word out there for your guys' selves because, we got to be a little bit selfish and, pamp yourself in this space because you guys are bringing it.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, Secret Nova. That's awesome. We appreciate it. This is the first time being in your stream, and I absolutely love it, man. I really appreciate you getting your time and helping us here, and we can explain our project and in an effective way too. And really cool. I love the avatar thing. I don't know how you're doing it, but that's insane, man. I would
Magic.
love to have something like that, like a bag face on my face, and I can do a Tommy Toasty.
Well, I don't like to show myself, but since you asked, you can get that here at avatarx.xyz. I don't even really make money off of it. People will send her a message to see if she's even working. I have people who kind of run it, and they make
That's cool.
99.999% of it. And anytime I need a filter, they just give me a filter for free. But they helped me create filters for my friends. We try to give them as much as we can back because honestly, they create it. He created this website. Him and his wife were able to level up and get into better living conditions with their family and grow their family. So hats off to them for their hard work. But heck, if you want to talk live business meeting, maybe we can work this into the DumpsterDorks roadmap, find an attribute or two that we can get these dorks out to. And, maybe we can have a bagged face attribute that people can use to use an AR filter, because here it is. Here's my pitch.
Awesome.
I use this AR filter to make a name for myself. And over my shoulder, it was just the live clothes that I was going to wear at NFT NYC. And that's what we're trying to do, is use these filters so people can make names for themselves. Idan,
nice.
Thank you for listening. Don't Feed Wolf. He's listening right now. He has an AR filter that he uses in live business meetings. There is a cost to it. There again, it goes to our designers, but it is things that we are trying to progress selfishly in the space. Then again, it's not about me; it's about us. But for me,
that's cool.
We do have the Novoverse, and the Novoverse, we want to incorporate lots of people. So with that, maybe you'll see a Dumpster Dork in the Novoverse, because we like to show off the NFT support, the groups that we support, and we'll, be happy to share that with you guys as soon as we get one of those minted. We're going to show it. We're going to show it off as well. And maybe we'll loop back in and see what we got going on tomorrow. I don't know my free availability, but I'd love to show off some more of these. So if you guys have any dumps, show them off for sure. I mean, they got a tweet going out for you guys can see the new dorks below once that metadata is updated. And tomorrow morning it's going to be hot, hot, hot. So can't wait for it.
Nice.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, thank you so much, Novo.
You guys got it. I'm going to hit some outro music here from the Novoverse. Stay tuned, stay engaged, stay positive, and love life. That's it. Crypto Novo saying stay positive, love life. Peace.